Hello and welcome to the September issue of the Flatcar community call. In the community call, we make room for demos, for news all around Flatcar, and you can join here to speak to the maintainers. This is a non-technical or largely non-project planning meeting. We have another call, the DevSync, which is in 2 weeks from now, which looks at roadmaps and to-dos and whatnot. All right, Flatcar is a CNCF project, and as such, we adhere to the CNCF Code of Conduct, which basically means be nice to each other, let people speak when they want to speak. If you feel that someone's talking and not stopping, like me right now, please use the raise hands feature, and we will make sure that your voice will be heard. Having said that, let's take a look in the into the loop. So folks here are all regulars, no need to make an introductory round. I'll just go ahead and share the agenda so we can see what we're up to today. Okay, here we go. And we have the intro pretty much done. Brief check-in, just regulars and maintainers. So let's go through the announcement section. We have ended support for cgroups v1. That happened. It's unstable. It's been unstable for, I think, a little more than 2 months now. If you find that your nodes are not updating to the latest major stable release, then your nodes may be in cgroups v1 backwards compatibility mode, in which case the upgrade will be rejected, because with that upgrade, we drop support for cgroups v1 and everything cgroups v2. So if you operate in compatibility mode, we want to make sure that we don't break your workload, so we outright refuse to update. Please remove compatibility mode and migrate your workloads to cgroups v2, or switch to LTS 2024, which will continue cgroups v1 support until late 2020. No, actually not late 2025, but mid 2026, because we expect next LTS to be published early 2026. So I need to fix this up probably. But even then, please investigate migrating your workloads. Most upstreams do not support cgroups v1 anymore, and so we are not going to support cgroups v1 in the next LTS. Nebraska update breaking changes that should be largely implemented by now. Irvin, not sure. We have some changes in the OIDC authentication workflow.
Yeah. Actually, I just have to double check the documentation. I have prepared the migration guide, and we'll have to update the official documentation as well, and then that's basically ready. And I was preparing to merge the refactoring into the main this week, and do the documentation update as well. And after the next Flatcar release, we can have this as well released from my point of view.
Awesome. That's great. So it's up and coming. Matthew.
Yes, regarding this feature, I think that would be awesome to merge the feature on main and right after to deploy on staging, like so we can provide a few more tests with actual data. I think that would be nice.
Yeah. So testing on staging should happen as well.
Sounds great. All right. So much for the announcements, and now going to the regular agenda items. Matthew and I visited FroshCon. That was nice. I really like FroshCon, and I'm I think my fellow maintainers do as well. I have you have the FroshCon. So Mathieu did a workshop. So he got a FroshCon cup for free, and I did a presentation. I got a FroshCon cup as well, but I'm not as well prepared as Mathieu, so I don't have it here. Sorry. And I had a talk on system sysix and Flatcar and in-place updates and Kubernetes and all of these things. No slides in the talk, just demos. So if you want to check it out, the YouTube link is here. And Mathieu, we had a booth as well.
Yes, for the third time or fourth time we got a booth for 2 days. So that was awesome to be here as usual. I personally enjoyed this event as well. And yeah, we met some contributors, we met some new users of Flatcar, so that was quite interesting. And as usual, everyone bring his use case. So yeah, always challenging to discuss with folks, but we learn a lot every time, and we leave the conference with a full bag of ideas for next implementation. And yeah, I gave a workshop on Sunday afternoon about getting started with Flatcar and Fedora CoreOS to build your own CSX images, and yeah, how to deploy Kubernetes cluster using those CSX images. So yeah, that was quite interesting. But there is no video, of course, because it's a workshop. But all the resources are available online.
Nice, good stuff. Yeah, FroshCon is fun. I can really recommend. It's a nice conference. Right. There's one more thing I'm gonna second for Jan here, who couldn't make it today. Jan helps out with the CNCF graduation process and the incubation onboarding. There were a few leftover items from when we joined the CNCF last year as an incubating project, and we now wrapped up all of those. We had a huge graduation criteria triage session last month, which I think was a 2 or 3 hour meeting, but it was definitely worth it. We basically went through the whole process and all of the requirements, and we got a lot of insight. And Jan basically inherited a huge to-do list from that meeting, which he's now working through, which is amazing. Yeah, a few actionable issues fell out of that, and if you want to look into the process and see what we're actually doing, then we have a tracking sheet for the graduation process, which basically lines out all the to-do items. And we have in our project board a CNCF tracking tab, which we'll be looking into in every DevSync from now on. So to give you status updates. And so that's the tracking sheet which we worked out in that huge meeting. Yeah, good stuff, and things are moving on. I also want to make a call out here to Lexi Nadolski, who helps us a lot on the CNCF organization side. So she's basically the community peer for Jan to work with, and both are a great team and really drive this forward. Okay. So I think Irvin promised a demo, which is awesome. So I'm going to stop sharing and then give the mic to Irvin.
That's right. All right. I hope you can hear me and see my screen very well. Let me see. Yeah, so my screen should be shared already. Just tell me if something's wrong.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, great. So to give a little bit of context what this presentation is all about, Nebraska is the package manager, the update server for the Flatcar nodes. And I was working on this feature for a while, which basically is going to enable the team and all the Nebraska operators to carry out some critical update chains. Basically, if we would have to roll out some critical changes to our Flatcar packages, which might involve, for example, the bootloader. We want to ensure that we do a preparation or run some scripts that that can enable us for the actual changes to happen in the upcoming packages, and to orchestrate all these, we thought of this multi-step update feature, which allows us to define chains or path of updates that a Flatcar node must follow. I hope that my explanation was clear. We have here a longer description of this idea. So if you are interested in more depth of how this feature was designed, I can point you this discussion, which should be enough to give you the full context. This is the PR 1195, and if we scroll down, I prepared this week a little guide that we can follow now to showcase this new feature. So let me just pin up my Nebraska instance. And once we have that running, I'm going to apply this SQL insert. This is going this is going to define few packages in Nebraska. Once the instance is running at port 882. We should have the test application already defined. These are the default packages that come with the Docker Compose test Docker Compose file. But as I just mentioned, I want to add a few additional packages for demonstrating the feature. So the plan is that we define these packages, and we are going to define the update path for a Flatcar node that I will run in QEMU, so locally, and that local Flatcar node is going to point to my local Nebraska instance, and we should be able to follow through the update path with that Nebraska instance that we define in Nebraska. That's the plan here. But before that, maybe just a few words about the multi-step feature design, because while I was talking about update path, the actual semantics that I chose to use is a bit different. So that's also what we can see here if we come to, let's say, edit a channel. So let me lay out the the concept before, because why we could have had the concept of update path with prerequisites for each packages. I chose the semantics of floors. You can think of a floor package. So a floor is just going to be a package. You created a package and you can define that as a floor, and you have to tell that package which you have to tell that package which channel is going to be a floor for. So these floors are going to be the checkpoints of the channels, and basically each Flatcar node will have to pass these floors mandatorily. Each channel can have its own floors and backlisted packages for a particular channel cannot be defined as a floor. So that's just the semantics of all of these. I hope that it makes sense. I chose this concept instead of update paths or prerequisites because to me it made more sense to use these words instead of prerequisites, as in that case if you would have chosen one package to be mandatory path for Flatcar nodes, each of the upcoming packages must have had that one as a prerequisite, and yeah, that just could have complicated the process of creating new packages, tracing if they indeed have their prerequisites, and so on and so forth. This way, just we need to define which are the checkpoints or the floor packages, and Flatcar nodes must go through them. Yeah, and any questions so far?
So it means that every time we add a new package, we need to select the new floor package version, right?
No, that's what I wanted to avoid it with this
Okay.
semantics. So this way, if that new package is a mandatory checkpoint, that will have to be defined as a floor. So the floor is the critical package that is going to prepare you for the upcoming packages. I hope that it makes sense.
Okay.
So if we would have chosen the prerequisite semantics, then that's what would have happened, what you just asked. Any upcoming packages should have had their prerequisites set. I wanted to avoid that. This way of tracing which are the mandatory checkpoints should be easier. Yeah, and how this works is basically so it checks if the current Flatcar instance it compares the current Flatcar instance which makes the request to the update server. What is the next package that it should install, and if it is lower than any of the floor packages, then it will answer with the next floor package, which is higher than the Flatcar instance version. Good. So let's just add a few test packages. All right. Yeah, so now we have 4 new packages here. Let's just see what happens now that we set these up. We don't have any floors at the moment for the stable channel. So if we start Flatcar node and we check for an update, oops, yeah, let's just print out the current version that we are running. So we are on 30.01. 30, all right, and that's lower than any of the packages that we just added defined. Okay. Let's check for status, and we have a new version to be installed. So it found the channel head, the package that is assigned to the stable channel. Now I'm going to shut this down. And let's start it over, and let's define let's define two floors. Okay, so we have those added, and if we go and check the package edit dialog itself, we should see that now the edit, the definition should be shown here as well, that this package was defined as a floor package for the stable channel. And the same should happen with the other one too. All right. And now that we have these floors added, the update path for the Flatcar node should be as follows. So the first package that Nebraska should answer with is 2.1, 2.0, and then 2.1. So let's see if we can witness that. Okay, so we are back on 30.01. If we check for an update, okay, so we have, yeah, the next package that Nebraska answered with is 2.0. So we reboot.
Yeah, I
Oops.
think you rebooted too quickly, and
Yeah,
the update was not yet downloaded.
that must be it. I should have checked the.
Now it's good.
Mhm. That's right. Okay, so we are on 2.0. Next time we should see 2.1. That's the package that it sees that it heard about from Nebraska. Okay, and then we can reboot again. Great, and then we just arrived to the last package that we can upgrade to, which is the channel head. So we went through all the floor packages, and the next and the final step is going to be the channel head from the update path. Yeah, so that's about it. We can see we completed the update path. Yeah, so it's not a hard concept to follow through, but we can still improve the UI, or if you don't like the semantics, we can say checkpoints is instead of floors, or any other feedback is very much welcome. But yeah, that's basically it. So not sure, guys, if you have any questions. But if not, then I would close my section with this demo and close the sharing of the screen.
I really love it. This is a great feature that will be a huge help for upcoming features.
Yeah, I hope so. I heard that it can be helpful in some of the upcoming releases regarding bootloader
Yeah,
updates,
definitely.
especially.
Definitely, and it also, I mean, we've dearly missed that feature in the past, and we worked around the missing feature, but still, I think that will buy us a lot. That's awesome. Thanks. All right. There's one more item in my agenda, but I'm not sure if we're gonna do it today or if you wanna move it to the dev sync later this month, and that is release planning. We just wrapped up a release as far as I've seen, so I'm not sure if we're gonna push out a new one. Saya?
Yeah, we are planning a next week. It's been some time since, I guess, 2 weeks since the last release,
Okay.
2 3. So we'll start another one.
That
Just
that
to, yeah.
that sounds reasonable. You wanna go through the release planning then?
Yeah, I don't think a lot of things would be pushed into this release. But yeah, uh, you can, if you can share the screen.
Yeah, right away. 1 second. Just need to find here this one. Here we go. And I'm gonna go to the release planning project tab, and let's go.
Yes, so next week we are planning a release with a lot of the updates from the package maintenance side and the regular updates. I don't think we are dropping anything major in this one, but folks do chip in if you have something to add in here. One thing I'm still pushing is the system D update. So I think like that is looking good. So I'll create a PR and then we can merge it before the release. But yeah, that's mostly that we would be covering for the next release. Matthew, do you have anything else that you would like to add into this?
No, package update as usual. There is 2 or 3
Yeah.
weekly updates coming into this new alpha, but for beta and stable, it will be maintenance release.
Yeah. Yeah, mostly a light release for this one.
Awesome. Package updates are good. That's really good to see. Good job. All right. Thank you, Cyan. Okay, and that brings us to the end of our community call. Is there anything you folks want to chat about? Open mic time. Calling once. Calling. We get to see Cyan after all. Awesome. Calling twice. And all right. I wish everybody a great time. Please join to the DevSync towards the end of the month in 2 weeks from. Oh, Cyan. Yeah, sorry.
I just forgot that there's a conference in India called Force Asia, and Flatcar would be having a booth there. So yeah, if you are there at the conference, do chip in. And I got the stickers today, delivery of Flatcar stickers. So we have stickers to share during the conference.
Please all go to the Flatcar booth at Force Asia to get your Flatcar stickers. That's amazing news.
Sorry, it's not Force Asia, it's India Force.
India
Sorry for
first.
that.
That's
Yes.
fine. My bad. All right, folks. Anything else you want to discuss? Calling once, calling twice. All right, folks. Thanks for joining. See you at the DevSync in 2 weeks. And if you want to chat, please drop by our metrics chat. Have a nice time.
See you. Bye bye.
See you. Bye bye.